Canada's economy taking another hit from COVID-19. Air Canada laying off more than 5,000 flight attendants as it cancels routes and reduces flight capacity. The union representing flight attendants saying the layoffs affect 3,600 mainline crew members and all 1,500 flight attendants with Air Canada luggage. Air Canada Rouge, excuse me. Let's go to Cam Woolley from our sister station, CP24. He's at Toronto's Pearson Airport and joins us now. Cam, what are you hearing from people there?
Well, it's, I think, the tip of the iceberg here. A lot of other folks in the airline and travel business very worried. It's kind of like when those auto plants close, the big auto plants, then all the suppliers and the associated business and even restaurants and things all feel it. Same around the airport. It's Pearson here is really like a giant city, and when you consider the number of people employed, it really is so. So there's everything from security folks here that likely to be laid off. I'll tell you, the cab and limo drivers are already in tough shape. They pay fees to their employers for the license plates and lease for the cars and all kinds of other stuff. They're sitting one deck below us here. I got here at 4 in the morning. Some of the same guys are still in the line. The Canada-U.S. border closing tonight, but there's no mad rush. The aircraft loads are very, very light. And then behind me, we'll just show you while we're talking here. Check out all these aircraft. I've just been talking to some of the people that deal with that, and they're actually making parking plans now to deal with all the aircraft that aren't going to be flying. As you said, the majority of U.S. and international flights are going to be canceled. 60% of the aircraft or the Air Canada flight attendants have already been given their notice, but I think a lot of other people. There's people that have to service these things, unload the luggage, even people that make the food, fuel supplies. There's going to be, I think, a widespread effect to this. And there's other airlines, too, of course, that are likely going to be following suit here. We're told by the people that work here, you know, the airline business is massive economically, and there's not that much profit. And if they're not paying customers, they're going to have to stop the bleeding pretty fast. So I think we're going to be seeing more of that. These layoffs take place in April, but I think we're certainly going to see more. Back to you.
Cam, very quickly, are people talking about the sense that they have more to come, that it might get worse before it even begins to get better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's worry. Some of these companies, too, there's been contract flipping. We've talked about that a lot over the years. There's not much profit in some of the big contracts here, so I think those folks, I just talked to some of them, they're worried for their jobs. Again, they're the people in the service sort of industry, and there's people that aren't on the property here that are supplying food and supplies and all kinds of things to the aircraft industry there, and they're worried as well. Everything from some of the people that work on the components, this regular servicing. So this is going to, depending on how long the shutdown is, start to get bigger and bigger. It's already being felt in the stock market. Air Canada stock's falling, but all the other airline stocks are certainly going to be doing the same thing. I'm talking to some of the cab drivers when I got here, and some of them are already trying to figure out about another line of work. Some of them are going to turn their cabs in. We've heard the same from the Uber drivers in the city. I'll tell you, the traffic driving out to the airport here is usually pretty nutty, even at 4 in the morning when I got here. Right now, nothing. There's, I'm just looked off camera here at the main driveway in and out of Pearson. Zero, nothing. Back to you.
Wow. Cam, thanks for the update. Appreciate that.